Hey, what's up, everybody? 1 second. Let me change this. Okay. Alright, guys. Hey, everybody. It's Luke. Hope you guys can hear me well. And hope you guys didn't miss us too much. We weren't here yesterday, I think, because we were streaming on Discord. Let me just get this guy out of the way. Hold on. I don't know how to get him out of the way. Like this. Okay. All right. So, yeah, welcome aboard, guys. You have been missed. I've missed you guys too. We have been missed. I've missed you guys too. That's what I was trying to say. Without further ado, we can have a look at the market. I did not trade yesterday. I was working on our Shisha gaming thing for us. So instead of keep trading, because I realized we keep trading all day long. So as we keep trading all day long. So as soon as we finish trading, we can start gaming or something, you know. So so we don't spend all day on the chart. So with that being said, let's share our screen. Give me a sec. All right, you guys should be able to see my screen now, which looks a bit weird. Maybe not. Let's not share on here. Let's delete that. Maximize, right? I am terribly sorry, guys. How about we try from here? Why is it like this though? Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. Ah, there we go. Mhm. So how are you guys doing? Oh, we need about 800 to pass this account. Oh, the market is just running. Where could it be going to? We can potentially be going here, but before we go into there, this is our withdrawal liquidity right now. Okay. This is where the market is drawing. So if we to find an entry here, we touch this first presentation. Okay. I'll start 2 micros here, guys. And this is our draw liquidity. Our stop loss will be right here. So basically we're targeting the event horizon, all right? I'm gonna see if we can catch the momentum. We'll see if we can add a little bit more. We're just getting $280 right now. I'm probably gonna add 2 more if it gives me another entry. It will probably gonna just run to TP. It looks like we're gonna miss our on adding onto our position. So if we move stop loss a little bit here, I want to add to my position, but maybe we'll add to this right here. We'll add to here. I added 2 more. Stop loss right here for now. If it comes back to break even, we'll add a little, maybe 2 more. We'll see. Maybe 1 more. We invest this. All right. I was gonna add on that. It didn't really touch our entry. No problem though. How much we're risking? 200, 400. Like now we'll be risking about almost 570. We don't really need a stop loss that far. Our target though, it's strict. Allow stop loss below this right here. And I'll probably add 2 more, we'll see. We touched our break even. Gonna go ahead and add 2 more, guys. Maximum I wanted to come back to is this. Will be there we go. Come on over. There we go. Beautiful. Come on. Come on. Few more. All right. Beautiful, guys. 1-on-1 today. Beautiful. $250 to call it a day. Just like that. Drop the videos in the chat, guys. Easy dubs on that trade. Look at our target. Beautiful exit. Beautiful. This is the event horizon. That's it. Yeah. I need doubles in the chat. And we are officially on 39 winning days on stream. I try to be very slow with my entries so you guys can get the same entries I am. So we entered 2 here, we added 2 here, we added 2 more here, almost pretty much the same entries. And we've targeted the same exact level. I was hoping to keep 2 runners, but I do not want to hold beyond this level, right? This level here is the event horizon. For those who don't know what event horizon is, I'll go ahead and explain it right now. So this, we are basically a reversal kind of traders, right? We trade reversals. However, music is a bit loud. So we are basically, guys, a reversal type of trades. At least I am. So if you guys are watching me, you're going to be trading most of the trades going to be a reversal type of trades. But sometimes you're going to get expansion up like this, right? So instead of trying to short every high, no, we go with the flow. All right. Why do we go with the flow? Just because it's trending up doesn't mean we go long. We need a target. Without knowing your target, you cannot trade. Okay. So right here it was pumping, right? Does it look like it wants to reverse? Potentially. How do you decide for that? You will look for a high time frame PD array. But we all know that's a bit hard. So what I did is as soon as I came on the chart, we checked it together. I looked, I opened my NWOG. I saw we have NWOG here and I saw we NWOG here. Essentially, this really open and this NWOG is our target. But we don't enter here and hold all the way up here for 800 ticks, for 200 points. We need to see, as I always tell you guys, we need to find a place where the market is likely, if it's pumping very fast, it's likely it's going to a very specific place, okay? So one of the places is really open, NWOG, but these are far. Doesn't mean because you see this, oh, this is the drawn liquidity. We do not want it to go all the way there to make money. Okay, we'll be rich if it goes there, but we do not need it to go there. We do not need to be right. So what I did exactly is, I immediately saw that. I taught this in the Discord a lot on every stream pretty much, but lately I didn't, so I'll teach it now. NWOG, we have NWOG and we have another NWOG right here, right? So what do is, you find the midpoint of it, just like how you find the midpoint of FEGs, midpoint of order blocks, etc., etc., etc. You find the midpoint between these two. Now, we don't call this consequent encroachment or equilibrium or a midpoint or 50%. We call it a specific name. Why? Because we're people who like to be fancy, or at least ICT likes to be fancy. And since we're ICT traders, we have to be fancy as well. So the midpoint, you take the low from this NWOG to the high of this one, right? So the space in between, you find the midpoint. That midpoint is called the event horizon. Why is it called event horizon? Don't ask me. But event horizon is basically equilibrium, is basically midpoint, basically 50%, right? Like I said, it's just a fancy word. Event horizon. Now, this is a very, 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 very one of the strongest algorithmic signatures in the market, which the algorithm likes to hunt. Okay, so as you see, I was comfortable taking the trade, putting my stop loss here, and I'll explain why I put my stop loss here and why I was more comfortable taking the trade, and we targeted this, right? So you can see it's still chilling here. Now, second thing I want to teach you guys about event horizon is the following. Let me just try it like this so we don't, and let me just move it to the right. I don't want to keep seeing it on the chart. All right, so event horizon, what's the point of event horizon? Event horizon is the decider of where the market is likely to continue in the rest of the session. So what does it do? If we close with a body, full strong closure above the event horizon, it means that drawn liquidity for the remaining of the session or the remaining of the day is this NWOG, okay? If we come back here, body close below and start to reverse, this would mean this is the pump of this session, and it's unlikely to go down here, to go up here in the remainder of the session, right? So what did we do here? We did close above it, but not strong enough. This body closure might be good, but we need a strong closure through it. Okay, that's the signature we want. If we close above it, that means for the rest of the session, it might go here. Otherwise, this would start to retrace or reject or reverse the market, okay? Until maybe a key point, and then the time when it goes back up and closes above it strongly, like this candle. But if this candle ended up like this, I'll be more confident and tell you guys, hey, hold 2 micros, we're going here. In fact, this is most of the time what I ping everybody in Discord and say, guys, put 2-3 micros on and target this NWOG for like 100, 200, 300 point trades, right? That's when I do it, okay? That what you do is you put 2 micros, you put your stop loss far away, 1-to-1, and you target pretty much that level, okay? So our trade pretty much made us nice 40 points, but that trade could have easily been this, all right? So it tells you to hold or not, or if you close it strongly like this, then you would know that this is your drawn liquidity. Now you know the draw liquidity, so the entries is based on you. You want to use ICT, you want to use retail, you want to use EMAs, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what your entry is. You know your draw on liquidity. That's the hardest thing in trading. I just gave it to you. If this candle closes, we should be going here. Any questions regarding that case, guys? how to draw it, how to draw event horizon, what is event horizon, how to trade it, and what to do with it. Okay? So we use that to targeting, right? Another person can use this closure above it as a drone, as a confirmation that, okay, we can hold longer and we can target this yearly open. Okay. Notice I'm not checking what's on the right of my chart. I did not check because I don't care what there is. All this stuff on the left of the chart is going to be a speed bump. So it will touch it, reject, but essentially it's going to come back and resume up here. So you will not be looking for shorts. You'll just be looking for entries. In fact, on the left, we don't really have anything on the left. Do we? We don't have anything on the left. Damn, we have nothing on the left, guys. We have nothing on the left. So technically, this is like the easiest trade you guys can ever get. So once we get a closure, I'll put 2 micros and we can hold. Or we can just call it a day. This is where it's going to. Any questions, chat? So in 10 seconds, when this candle closes, we can put 2 micros. If you're done for the day, call it a day, okay? And we can hold. Okay, it closed. So what do? This is where you put, it's gonna come back and retest this event horizon probably. I'll smack 2 micros. I'll put our TP here. I'll tell you guys, put your stop loss 1-to-1, 100 points away. But it may come back to this first presentation at 10:30. We'll keep it like this. And we try to scoop maybe an extra 100, okay? We don't want it to go up here. We do want it to go up here, but we don't need it to hit all the way up there to make money, right? So we can maybe look for an extra $100 and then call it a day. That's how you scalp this. You know, the drawn liquidity doesn't mean you put your limit order at where you think it's going to go. Anywhere in between. Find your low-hanging place, okay? But if you want to hold, it may take the whole day. But essentially, it's going to go up here. With most likely not taking these, okay? We got a volume imbalance with an FEG. We'll see if we can catch 2 micros from this trade. Next run. If you made your money, call it a day. We're already up $250. We don't need to make more. Now, normally I don't do this. I wait for a strong closure through it. This was not a really strong closure. This was through, but still, that's why I'm using 2 micros. Otherwise, I would have said use 3 to 4 micros. If this candle just cracked through and closed with a full body, like this candle, but through like this, I would say yes, hell yeah. But now we're just using 2 micros to make an extra $100, and then we can essentially call it a day. We're already up 300. We're almost forming an immediate rebalance. This would have been immediate rebalance, but not yet. So we're looking to make $130 extra. We don't even need $100. We just need $100. See, once you make your initial $200, if you take a trade and make $50 or $100, these stack up. It becomes 250. It becomes 300, 350, 400, 450. We don't need to be making $200 trades every time or $500 in one single trade. You don't need it. So let's see if we can get some profit here. If you want to hold, you can hold up to here. But like I said, it may take the whole day. It may wake up, go back down, scare you, go back up. But essentially, it's going to go here, right? From this candle right here, this tells us the narrative, tells us the context. Sorry, this tells us the drawn liquidity. It doesn't tell us the narrative. It doesn't tell us the context. Context and narrative means how we get to here. Well, we have this FEG. We have maybe this FEG. We have this order block. Maybe we'll form a new structure. Maybe form a new order block like this. We form a new order block, and at 10:30, when the time is right, it will use this order block opening price to smack up back up. Maybe in a macro, it will start moving. You know, that's how you trade. Okay, so right now we're up $211. We're almost at TP. Hopefully, it gives us without making us wait too much or scaring us too much. Good morning, Patrick, brother. And this will mark our 39 winning days, God willing. Yes, is running. There we go. TP hit, thank God. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are up $350 on the day, you see? We took one trade, we made $250. The next trade, we only took $100. But now, you know, you're up $350 on the day. That's a lot of money. That's $350 we didn't have yesterday. And we didn't need it to go all the way up here. We don't need it to go up here. If you hold, you can make, of course, more money. But instead of holding here, instead of market doing this, and scaring you, no, catch. This is your target. Find somewhere. Find like a 25% off it. This 25%. This is like 50%. This is like 75%, and this is 100%. Right? So instead of drawing it like this, what you can do is you can even split this. You can split it again like this, and this can be your next round liquidity right here. So that's 25%. So if I do remove this, and instead of drawing the 50% equivalent event tolerances from here to here, you can use quadrants. It's valid for any kind of PDRA. You put quadrants on, and there you go. So the market pumped to the first 25% and rejected. It formed an order block from first presentation. That's the narrative to get us up here. Now we're up here. Beautiful. Now we're up here. It ran here straight to this because it's in a hurry. Like I said, on the left, there's nothing on the left. It's all low resistance. And it can go all the way up here. Can I get some W's in the chat, ladies and gents? By the way, guys, the trade these are still running. So we do have Bottleneck's got its 90%, 91%, I think. I think it's 91% or 91%. 91% discount. All right, Bottleneck's has 91% discount. ETF has 90% discount. Take Profit Trader has 30% discount. We also give back money, 3% for every purchase you make, all right? So I know you're all trading, you're all using codes, you're all buying and resetting and getting you evals for your accounts. Use our code because we pay you back, okay? Every purchase you make, I donate to orphans. Today I sent $700 to orphans. I swear. There you go. See, it went to first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. Now here is where you don't enter. You want to find an entry. You want to find a narrative in context. I'm leaving that to you guys. What that means is find yourself an entry. Don't just scoop in. The reason I scooped in here is because I quickly saw this. That we have first presentation, we formed first presentation, then we tapped it, we pumped the space up, forming an order block. Okay, so that I knew that at that moment we're going to be looking for 50% event horizon, easy, without even I click buttons. So it looks like it's a FOMO trade. It's not. We had the drawn liquidity, we had the narrative, we have the context. Smack an entry. Okay. See, if we held that trade, damn guys, we would have been up good. We would have been up 100 points already. But I told you guys, low resistance. Anybody of you still holding? You guys are awfully quiet today. We made money, boys. Where are you guys? You guys have any questions? I want to keep this short. Any questions, ladies and gents? There's no need to stay too much on the chart. We made our money. We'll call it a day. 500 more to pass this account. No questions? If that's the case, we can call it then. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah. Peace. Oh, okay. Someone has a question. One second. Someone has a question. Just one question. Who's that good-looking Shisha trader? Thank you, brother. He might be Luke, but nah, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna get you on, Patrick. Tomorrow you're gonna join us and speak with us, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're up $350 on the day. We're up $350 on the Thursday right here. Easy the dubs. We took 2 trades. Both of them hit TPs. Only taken two. We only took two micro per trade. We added them to position, of course, but that's it. See how it's going to come back and respect this area? Like I said earlier, it's supposed to form an order block. Here we formed an order block, and we use that to go up. Here we're forming an order block, and it's respected 75% of the event horizon from the NWOG. Let's have a look. 75% of the NWOG, 50% of the NWOG, sorry, the event horizon, 25% of the event horizon. It may form an order block here, and then if it pumps above it, you can enter at the order block opening price and try to target yearly open and this, all right? I'm giving you, if you guys want to continue trading, that's up to you. But we are already up 350 day on the day. I'm calling it a day, so might as well you guys do it. Like I said, we know the drawn liquidity. We do not want it to go up here. We entered here, we took partials here, we entered again, took partials somewhere here, and that's it. Okay? So without further ado, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Fight!